We can start the topic right away. I am warmed up from the last 1 hour. I need to cool down now. So let us close this quickly.
But I would ideally like to start the conversations by having some fun conversations and then going into the...
It is not like Kabini is, quite close by, and Maldives is like an exotic spot, so I have to enjoy it more. There was never such thing like that. As long as there is beauty in that place, whether it is near, far, even if I'm going to a park right next to my house, I would still enjoy it.
Do you care about mental health?
Literally had tears in my eyes.
Okay, I'm getting right into the topic instead of the fun stuff.
I think too much of anything is not good.
మన ప్రీవియస్ జనరేషన్ గురించి ఏమనుకున్నావో ఇప్పుడు మన నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్ మన గురించి అదే అను.
People don't read these days.
నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు మన ఇద్దరు లైఫ్స్ సేమ్ విక్రమ్. ద వే వి గ్రూ అప్ అండ్ ద వే అవర్ మైండ్ సెట్ థింగ్స్, ఐ థింక్ అవర్ లైఫ్స్ ఆర్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ సిమిలర్. అవర్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ టు, with our relatives and with us having good relations with our parents, bond with our parents, and the way we run off, as you said in the
Yeah, you used to go home. At least you going home was making sense, Suman, because you used to stay in hostel for 5 days or 6 days. I used to go home in the evening. I used to run away from college. I think I was a little bit extreme, but yes, I think we are quite similar
in that context. So we are also similar in the way we grew up after 2018 to 2024. Our minds basically exploded. We expanded our horizons. Same.
I agree. I think even talking about your the way you were, your communication skills or something. I remember you getting tensed during our project presentations in college. If I'm not wrong, you used to you were not like so keen on taking the lead in presenting, but now when I see, I think it has changed a lot. Maybe it's a conscious decision that you have taken, that I need to change this aspect of mine. I don't know, I might be wrong, but this is something that I have noticed in you, that you are way more better at communicating than you were back then, and it's a long time. That's a good change that I have seen. But yeah, there are certain things which I have seen in you change, and for good.
Vikram told Sumant is good in communication. So నాకు కమ్యూనికేషన్ లో ఆస్కర్ ఇచ్చేసినంత హ్యాపీనెస్ ఉంది.
ఆస్కర్ ఇవ్వలేను నేను, కానీ మీకు భాస్కర్ అవార్డు ఇవ్వను. మంచి లక్ష్మి లెవెల్లో ఒకటి.
దీన్నంతా నేను కట్ చేయను. నాకు ఇట్లాంటి వైరల్
you are making me go viral on Twitter and Instagram and everything. Okay.
So what's your take on the exposure that you got and the way you exploded?
Okay. Exploded.
Yeah, exploded. Failed influencer. We'll talk about that later.
How dare you call me a failed influencer? No, I was actually like this as a kid. I think I used to, what is there to think? I used to participate in all these dance competitions and all that.
Dance? Vikram,
yeah, I used to dance.
You should share me a snippet so that I can add it in this podcast.
If you must know, me and Guru Teja were there in the same dance group.
Oh.
I think viral అయిపోతాం అసలు అది పోస్ట్ చేస్తే. That's why I've never posted it anywhere. But I used to dance, and I used to do a lot actually. But I don't know what happened. With time, I stopped doing all that. Maybe I became a bit conscious about those things. So I was only into studies or anything related to that, like talking, like if there is any competition where I only have to speak, I would do that, but not beyond that. It is like that. But I don't know, maybe during the COVID time or something, I don't know what hit me. I started doing all these reels, Instagram reels, and I started enjoying it. I'm now at that point, I really don't care about how people take it. As long as I'm having fun, that's what matters to me. I'm not concerned about why, how, what. If I feel like doing it, I'm doing it. And luckily, I have people around me who are in the same, with the same matching vibe.
Me?
So you are too. What do you mean with me? Of course,
No,
you are.
I thought you were referring to me.
You are the one. And though you are doing podcasts and you are making somebody who is doing reels suddenly sit and seriously talk, but I think it is along the same lines. And I also have my colleagues in office who are as equally mad as I am, so it's good that I'm able to find the right tribe of people. But even if I did not find them, I think I would have still done it, because as long as I have my ring light and tripod in my room, it's fine. I can do it. All you need is a camera. It's like that. But I am enjoying doing that. It's nice.
ఇదంతా ఓకే కానీ నువ్వు నేను లైఫ్లో డిఫికల్టీసే ఫేస్ చేయలేదు విక్రమ్.
True. I agree.
నీకు భయం లేదా?
I agree. Whenever I speak to my friends or something, right, when we talk heart to heart, when they start sharing their struggles, I'm like, oh my God, I have never faced any of these.
Yes.
Okay, like touch wood or whatever. I've been doing this from a very long time, but true, I'm blessed in that way. I have had a good life from my childhood. It was quite luxurious and comfortable. Never had to cry for things or anything. I don't know, maybe I'm lucky in that way, but I don't see that as a bad thing, right? I did not. It's like I'm not born with a silver spoon or golden spoon, but yeah, I did have a good life, and I'm still continuing to be in that good phase of life. But I don't know, what do I have to say about it when it doesn't scare me, but I think I am ready to face even if there are challenges. You'll never be completely ready for anything until you face it, right?
Yes.
But I think I have that strength in me. Many people who look at me, they think that I'll not be able to handle if something difficult comes up, but they have realized it off late by the way I handle things, that even to speak about, I'm bringing my solo trip to Maldives. Many they did not, until I went and came back, they did not think that I would be able to do something like that. Everybody was like, what, how you've traveled solo and all of that. They were shocked, because I've always been with my parents, not because of the fact that I was scared to live alone, but because of the fact that I love to live with them. Together. I want them to be with me.
Yes.
I love to spend time with my parents. As our other podcast says, I am not selfish. Let me make my point
Of course
clear again.
Yes.
I do love spending time with the people that I love, as much as I love spending time with myself. So when people say that he's not leaving his parents, he's just taking them around, I have heard these comments. Like, they have gone around, like, since my childhood they're always with me. I've never stayed away from home or anything like that. Again, as I said, it's not because I'm scared, it's because I love to be with them. It's just
and
missing.
If you have a chance to
why
be
not?
with them, why not?
Exactly. I never wanted to move to Bangalore. I would be equally happy in my native as I was in Bangalore, as long as I'm being with them. So that's all the point is. I think people just thought of it as my weakness or something like that, but it isn't anything of that sort. So I think my solo trip kind of proved the point to many people.
Coming to solo trips, even here, our lives, I'm coming to the first point.
Exactly, at the same time.
It matched. We went on a solo trip on the same timeline, almost.
Exactly. I don't know.
Why solo trips? I know the reason, but I just wanted to put it on camera. Why solo trip? What made you decide to go on a solo trip out of all this jugglery going around?
To be very frank, this was not that planned. I always wanted to travel solo. That was there, but I was not so desperate that I have to go solo. I have to be alone and do it all by myself. I've asked quite a few friends, including you. But I got to know that you already had some
Yes.
solo trip planned, and things didn't work out. Everybody was busy, or the place was quite expensive, or something like that. It didn't work out, but which was actually good for me, because if I don't know, I would never trade my solo trip for anything right now, because that was the best thing that happened
Oh, really?
in my life.
Oh, you rate it
was
so high.
Yeah, it is so good that I enjoyed my time to the maximum. Again, to be very frank, it was not entirely like, it's not like my childhood dream that I have to travel solo to Maldives. Like, who goes solo to Maldives? Right? Nobody does that. It's very new. So it was not planned, but it happened, and it happened for good. And it was actually I mean, there are trips in my life that I would rank them, but I don't know how I will rate this, because every trip that I have taken is different. I cannot say that this is number one. That the trip that I took with my parents, it was a different experience than the one with my friends. It was at every trip I enjoyed. It's not like the place has to be, what do you say, luxurious or expensive. I would enjoy my time as much. I would enjoy my time so well in Kabini as much as I enjoy my time in Maldives. So it is not like Kabini is quite close by, and Maldives is like an exotic spot, so I have to enjoy it more. There was never such thing like that. As long as there is beauty in that place, whether it is near, far, even if I'm going to a park right next to my house, I would still enjoy it, as long as the place is beautiful, as long as I'm able to sink myself into that.
Yes.
So it's like that.
Yes. Nice. You actually gave a very beautiful answer for why solo trips in general also.
Yeah.
For whatever reason people are searching for the answer, I think this answer is
true.
very apt.
And to add to that, my trip to Maldives solo, I think it was really good, and it's one of the best things that happened. Why? Because the place is so beautiful. I really don't think you need anybody else to be with you. It's just the place and you. I have spent my days and nights just looking at that beautiful blue waters. I've never seen something so beautiful. I literally had tears in my eyes, almost. If it was like 5 o'clock I never slept, actually, throughout the vacation. Even before the vacation, I was excited. On my vacation, I didn't want to waste my time sleeping. It was like that. I used to be awake around 5 o'clock in the morning, catch the sunrise, go for swimming. 11, 12, I was like outside the room, on the balcony, just because the place is so calm and quiet. I could hear the fish in the water. It was that clear and calm. So it was really soothing. I never felt like I should come back, but I think too much of anything is not good. Even too much of calmness and peacefulness also will be a problem at some point. But
Yes.
that short stay will always be in my memories forever. And
also the people you've met.
true, there are some really nice people. I don't know. Starting from the airport, I met few people on the plane, and while coming back, I met somebody. There was this doctor from Nepal. She was sharing all her life experiences and stuff.
Okay.
Then I met some people in Maldives who were quite older compared to me, but I did spend really good time with them. I could match their vibes, and my vibes also matched, luckily.
Yes.
We danced and we took photos and all of that. It's nice. It is really good to meet people, like talk to somebody who you have never spoken in your life, or who you never know whether you'll meet them again in your life or not. It is
Correct.
like that.
Correct.
It is, but it is good.
Yes.
It is really nice to be able to talk to different people, get their life experiences, and not just the tourists who came. Yes, I did meet the people who were there to visit Maldives, but the people who were working at the resort, to talk to them, that was quite more meaningful. I've gone there to enjoy the place. It's a luxurious stay for me. to just have fun, but for them it is their workplace.
Yes.
To talk to them and their life problems, what they are going through in their life. It was really nice. It was kind of like, okay, the problems that I have, again, as we said, they are not problems.
Yes. On a high level, they are not.
They are not problems, really.
Yeah.
We are lucky enough to not have such huge problems, but there are people with so many problems, yet they try to keep it going. They
Yes.
try to, what do you say, swim this ocean called life, and they do not let the waves drown them. So it was really nice. I felt really happy talking to the people over there, and out of all that, they were so courteous and so happy to talk. And I mean, they are supposed to do that as the
Yes,
people
yes,
there.
yes.
They're trained to be so courteous and all of that. But I really had some nice heart to heart talks with them, got to know about their lives, why they have come all the way from some other part of the world and to work over there. Everybody is trying to do something for their family. So it was really nice.
Yes.
It felt good. It felt like, okay,
Yeah.
there are people struggling in the world around us, but they still don't let their troubles or anything drown them or take them away. They are very strong. It kind of gave me the strength to face anything that will come forward. So
That's
it's a
nice.
good thing.
And there is also this popular assumption that you overshare when you have nobody to talk around.
True, it did happen. They at least not from my side, but from their side, I kind of got too much information. It was at some point it was just me in the room, right? There was nobody else, and they were very comfortable talking to me when they come to clean the room or something like that. They did overshare, and they told me so much about their lives. It was like I was almost a part of their life. I got to know so much.
Yeah.
So people tend to do that when there is nobody around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And coming to oversharing, let's talk about your Vikram rights
Okay.
thing. Why did you start it and why didn't you continue it?
I didn't
And
have
for people who are seeing you for the first time, please tell what is Vikram rights.
I do write some. It's just a hashtag for the writings that I do. I'm not some Chetan Bhagat or something like that. But I did like writing. It started, I think, when I was in engineering, right? Around final year or something like that. I thought maybe I should do something like creatively, put my thoughts into some kind of writing format or poems or something like that. So that's when I started. Again, anything that I do not think so deep into it. Like there wouldn't be such a, what do you say, heavy reasoning behind it. You cannot expect it to have a huge backstory or anything. It just would have come to my mind that let me try out writing something like that. So I just started it. I did get some monetary benefits initially. I was writing for some website, but then I did not continue it because time. I mean, if you do love something, you can make time. I should not be giving time as an excuse. I think I'm contradicting my own statements, but I don't know. Now I am writing it, but it has become very rare. Not as often as I used to write. Maybe I'm focusing on doing my Instagram edits these days. So that's why it has died down a little bit. But when I am in the mood for it, when I do feel like writing it, I write it. So there is something called as writer's block also. The writer's block where
where you don't get anything
ideas they don't flow, the juices don't flow, they say. Maybe that's also one of the reasons. But when I am in that particular state of mind, when I do feel like it, I will write it. I'm not trying to make a point out of it. If I'm just in the mood for it, I do it. That's it. Nothing more than that.
And you suggested me not to start a blog when I was starting this Unexceptional Perspective.
Yeah, people don't read these days. It is true.
It's a very big statement to say.
It is true. People are loving random reels with cuss words and stuff like that, they are trending more than the reels that are actually making sense. When I see it on Instagram, I think people are losing it. I don't know why those kind of things are getting hyped up or popular than rather than, yes, of course nobody wants to get information all the time, no?
Yeah, of
It
course.
is good, you need to have fun, but I have seen
Too much.
exactly, it
it's
is
going
inclining
yeah.
to the other side too much.
Mhm.
And I don't know, people do not prefer reading uh, as much as they used to initially. Now people are into movies or videos.
Mhm.
I don't know how many people are even going to watch this if it gets too lengthy,
Yes.
because
Yes.
everything has
That's
to be
one feedback that I got actually. Don't make it more than 7 to 10 minutes.
exactly. The reels also, when I have read about it, it's like 20 seconds. The reels are very short. 20 seconds
Yes.
is the, what is that, attention span
Attention
of
span.
the user or somebody who is using Instagram these days. If you are not able to grab their attention in the first 5 seconds, skip it, because there are a million reels coming out every day, right? Why does anybody have to spend that 5 seconds of time on your useless reel? It is like that, so they just swipe up, and it is very difficult to grab their attention. But I still do not understand why all the horrible reels are becoming famous and not the right ones.
So true, so true.
I think if this trend continues, I don't know where our future is heading towards, because at least for us, I feel we are on some level on some, proper track till now. But the kids who are coming up, when I see school kids doing reels,
And weird dances and all this.
exactly, I mean, it is too much. Even we wouldn't do all that, but they are doing it. I don't know.
You know what? ఇంతవరకు ఎవరైనా ఇది చూస్తే యు నో వాట్ దే విల్ థింక్, నువ్వు చిన్నప్పుడు మన ప్రీవియస్ జనరేషన్ గురించి ఏమనుకున్నావో ఇప్పుడు మన నెక్స్ట్ జనరేషన్ మన గురించి అదే
They might be thinking the same. Look at these both sitting and having a conversation in front of a camera. ఇదంతా అవసరమా అసలు వీళ్ళకి? ఇంట్లో బుద్ధిగా కూర్చోకుండా అన్నట్టు ఇట్లా they would think it that way. But I think this is still not too extreme.
Yes, this is not extreme, but it is some sort of complaining from our generation in general.
No, they would think it, but every generation is changing. But definitely they would think, what exactly are all these kids doing? It would be the same thought as us, like how we are thinking about the next generation. But I still feel we're not on the edge of the things, but the next generation, it is, it's going, and it's like the tip of the iceberg. You don't know what is still coming. It just started now. You don't know where it would lead to. So
It's just 15 years of social media.
Exactly. God knows where this is going to go. And it might even die down. You can never tell. But
and it might even give us lives.
It is
People
giving
like us.
it is giving life to many people. All the Instagram influencers.
Yes.
they're making quite a lot of money than most people who are working in different sectors do. So I don't know. It is giving life, but you can never tell. Things change all the time. This might be stable, might not be stable, but this shouldn't be the only way of living.
Yes. And I want to finish this in the next 2-3 minutes. So one more common thing that we didn't talk about is Taylor Swift.
Swifties for life.
Swifties for life.
Yeah.
I even have the Taylor's version on my Instagram
Exactly,
page.
I know.
Yes.
I tried doing it, but then I thought, okay, it'll be like over the top and let's not do it. But yeah, I do love Taylor Swift. I don't think I have. There are few friends who love Taylor Swift, but you are the number one, I think, who I know.
Generally, we see reels and all those stuff, and it's, I shouldn't say gender biased, but it is in common knowledge that boys don't follow Taylor Swift or something like that.
There are many reels that show that, but I think it's just what do you say, toxic masculinity speaking, probably.
Yes.
If you, it's music.
It's
For
music.
God's sake. Why do you have, like, don't the guys love Shreya Ghoshal singing? If you
course.
say you don't love Shreya Ghoshal singing, then I'm going to kill you.
Oh, I do.
Exactly.
I do. Yeah.
Because
Everybody
I
does.
love Shreya Ghoshal, and I would like die to be in her concert one day if I'm lucky enough. So it's music. Music has no language. Why are you bringing gender into music? It's just stupidity to say guys should not be liking Taylor Swift or something like that, because it's foolish. As long as it is soothing to your ears, as long as you are able to enjoy it. No, it's not just music, to just say, for that matter, it can be anything. Why should there be a gender limitation that only girls are supposed to do this, guys are supposed to do this? I think people are breaking the barriers nowadays. There is no such thing that only men are allowed to do certain things or women are allowed. Anybody is doing, I mean, everybody is doing everything these days, and it should be that way. It's your life after all. You don't know, if you want to live in certain way, you do it. It's like, what do they say? You do you.
You do you.
You do you. It's
Yes.
like that. So I love her music. Talking about Taylor Swift, I love her music, and I love the lyrics also, which
Yes.
which is
Mostly that's the reason
why
I
people
got
listen
addicted
to
yeah.
her songs.
Yeah.
So whatever people might say, it doesn't matter to me. If
Mm.
I love listening to her songs, so that's all.
And songs in general also. You are a very big fan of music, I can say.
Yes.
You listen to around. Last time you shared me some 20,000 or 30,000 minutes a
Songs.
year.
I
Yes.
know I have around like 15 GB or something. No, not 15. Around 10 GB worth of songs downloaded on my mobile until I switched to Apple Music, and now it is like that. I do listen to all kinds of music: Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam, Korean. I don't know. As long as I don't have to understand the language, as long as I'm able to feel the music and the voices of the singers, I enjoy it. It is nice, no?
It is.
I'll get immersed into that music. It takes out everything that you're going through. So it's good. It's good for your health
Mental
and
health.
soul. So
Do you care about mental health?
definitely, why not? It is very much important, right? As much as physical health is. No, I am saying about it, but I do not follow. You see me eating out every weekend, but it is important. Physical and mental health both are important, but it's too difficult to have a consistent pattern, I might say. Whether it is physical fitness, it's very difficult to take out time in between your work schedules and all of that, because you'd already be tired, yet you have to make time to go to gym or anything. It takes commitment. In the same way, mental health is also very much important. You should focus on your own well-being. First thing that comes up is it's like, I don't give a damn about others. If you have that kind of attitude, I think it will help you a little bit, because if you start worrying about what everybody is thinking and how they are perceiving you, it will lead to too many thoughts.
Yes.
So I think that is something that everybody should work on, including me.
So true. Including us.
Exactly. I'm not some
we
expert.
sit here and we talk like experts or something
We are
like
not.
that. But
It
we have
is just
to
our
also.
experiences that we are sharing. Nobody is an expert of anything. I overthink a lot.
Yes.
I need to work on it, like
Yes.
how to stop overthinking. So there are things which everybody needs to work on, because mental health, if you are not mentally fit, I don't know, it is like you'll go crazy, right? So you need to be conscious about that.
True. So thank you so much for coming so far. 40 kilometers,
Exactly.
2 hours.
I've traveled all the way from Tamil Nadu for this.
Crossing Kora.
Kora, as the Gen Zs call it.
Oh my God, Kora. So
Kora.
horrible.
Yeah.
And I would like to ask you to finish this off with maybe one personalized quote or
Okay.
something, if you have any.
Oh, it's your story and you are the author. Write it the damn way that you want it to be. Do not think about the reviews that are going to come after you release that book.
Okay. who told this?
It's me. I am saying it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I
Nice.
don't know if that made sense, but
Yeah.
you write your own story.
True.
That's all-
Definitely.
that's all.
Definitely. Write our own story. Thank you so much for coming, and
Thank you.
I hope we'll soon launch that blog that you stopped me from doing it, and I want you to own it sometime. So we'll see what happens.
Let's talk money.
Let's talk. Okay. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Yeah.
you.